Shoot.
All right, guys. So I want to recap on a little something and reemphasize something it's truthfully important, and it's actually got me upset earlier, but it happens. I deal with it all the time, so I've gotten a little bit easier to deal with on it. But AJ and Christian both witnessed this situation, and it got them shook up as well. At the age that we're at, because this business has been 70 years in the making between my grandfather, my father, and now me, and even my daughter in this case. So we've been at this a very long time, and we have customers that come from multiple different generations of background. You're good, Julie. You can come through.
Yeah.
And we get calls from them all the time. JW, my dad trusted you. My uncle trusted you. My grandfather trusted you. And this call used to come to my dad. Now it comes to me. Sometimes it comes to my mom. And sometimes they intercept these calls, and they don't understand how much is involved and how bad situations get. But this particular one, I didn't just write off. A lot of times I do write it off because I'm like, you know what? I don't want to be the guy painted as the bad guy because I came and bought 10 vehicles and somebody says, oh, JW took advantage. Oh, that thing was worth 15. He only gave you 10. Or that thing was worth 100 and he gave you 90. Whatever it is, I don't get it for free. We pay for it. In a lot of cases, the people say, I'll take less. I'm like, no, this is what it's worth. This is what I'm going to pay. Not everybody sees both sides of the story. But in this case, the lady specifically called a few months ago, said, JW, I was told to call you if my husband ever passed away. From him and some of his direct friends knew that y'all would be the ones to handle things. I said, no problem. We've been going back and forth, missing each other on schedule. Some of this is repetitive from the previous video. But I told AJ, literally going there, I said, word for word, this is what's happening to this lady. As soon as her husband died, the vultures came out. Oh, you shouldn't send that to auction. I know Joe Bob, they'll buy that, or I'll buy that, or I'll do this. Perfect example, she said she had a couple of trailers sitting in her way. She couldn't move them. She couldn't do anything with it. Trailer company came that they bought them from. Who else do you call? You call the place you bought them from. Came out and said, look, I think they're worth 4. I'll give you 2 apiece. I'll give you 4 for the pair, if that's fair with you. She said, sure. As soon as they were gone, everybody said, oh, I would have gave you more. I would have gave you more. Well, if you would have gave more, you should have gave more. You should have done it. But no, you just want to talk about it, and you don't want to spend the money. You don't want to do anything. Well, now she's got vehicles. She's got equipment. She's got other things that she can't even get back in her possession because she's scared. She's an older woman. Now she's alone, and she doesn't know what to do. And I can tell you, if somebody backed my mom in a corner like that and did the things that we just witnessed firsthand, was everything exactly what I told you, AJ? I mean, word for word. We just walked up and I let the lady talk. And she said everything right in front of AJ that I said, I guarantee is what's going on. And it was exactly what's going on in this situation. And it's terrible. You take advantage of an older person, woman, man, somebody that's not right in their mind. It's the most disrespectful thing you could ever do.
I wish someone would do that to my grandma.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean.
Pissed. I know y'all would be pissed too.
It's just, it's stupid. Christian even said he had to call his dad. Him and his dad are close, and he's like, I had to just vent to my dad because of the situation. Lady's literally crying.
Literally.
We're there being a hero. Like, she's like, for real, JW? Like, I've been trying to deal with people, and you're just going to give me exactly what I want right now? Yeah, right now. Like, no, I mean, today? And I'm like, yeah, right now. She's like, so I've been doing all this, and people have been taking my vehicles and doing this and doing that. And I was like, yes, ma'am. If that's what you want, it's a fair price, and I'm going to write you a check for it right now. And the relief on her face, I mean, for these 3 vehicles so far, there might be a 4th or a 5th, but for the 3 we dealt with, I dealt with another deal where there was 100 cars. That's a whole video. AJ was involved in part of it, where we dealt with a family for their dad, and there was a big part of the family, and there was a lot of emotions involved, and we worked through and got them probably triple what they would have got dealing with an auction or any other situation. We hauled cars out of hog pens, out of buildings with snakes. AJ wasn't real fond of that, but
no.
If you have somebody that's your neighbor and this situation happens, look out for them. Look out for them. Do not let this situation happen. This lady's scared. Like, she is literally scared. She's upset. She doesn't know what to do. She's vulnerable. It's a bad situation all the way around, and she's gotten herself in, and we're going to help her out of it. Like, I'm going to call the people involved that have the other items and deal with it on her behalf. But to witness it, again, I've got a little thicker skin because I have to deal with it a lot. I've seen it a lot. I've seen it since my dad did. I've seen it since my granddad did it. I mean, generation after generation after generation. But for my guys here to literally witness it out of the blue, how bad the situation gets and how we just sometimes deflect off of it because we don't want to be in the middle. We don't want the drama. We don't want the problems. But to see how easy it is for somebody to get taken advantage of, and for her to not, she's not going to sleep. She's upset. She's frustrated.
And the fact that she's in her own home and isn't comfortable.
Yeah, she's not even comfortable in her home because people have been snooping around, coming around, looking at things. She just wants to get rid of the things that she'll never use. Tools, equipment, lawn care stuff. There's several things that she just needs to part with that she doesn't even know how to get back in her possession.
And when she looked us in our face just 30 minutes ago and told us to our face that she is scared to ask for her own stuff back.
Yeah, it's terrible. And she called. I actually called. AJ said, "Look, please call her back and just deal with it for her." And I said, I called right away. I said, "Look, if you want me to make these calls, I will. Like, I will get this stuff back. It's yours. You own it. I will take care of it for you." She said, "No, JW, I don't want you in the middle of it." I said, "I don't want to be in the middle of it, but now it's upsetting. It's very frustrating." And she said, "Tell your guys how nice they were, how polite they were. You've got a good group." She said, "I know now why my husband said to deal with y'all." And she didn't even realize until we got there, 2 of the vehicles they bought from us. And she's like, "That was so nice." Like, I dealt with, at that point, she dealt with my uncle. She dealt with Mike. One was after my dad passed, and one, I guess, was before. She's like, "Y'all were so good." Just because we weren't on the front line, she still bought that stuff from us. And she was like, "That was amazing." And I sold tires to her husband, wheels, and lifted trucks, and did so many things over the years. Once we started talking, she started being more understanding. She's just sitting at home seeing him spend money, not knowing where it was going. But he came home and she's like, "Oh, he was so happy when he did that. He came home and said how great everything was." And I was like, "Yeah, that was us. It worked out good." So there was a lot of transaction while he was alive too. Not to mention they went to church with my parents and other things. There's a lot of other connections, but this is not uncommon. This happens across the world every single day, and it's bad. It is super duper bad. It's super duper unfortunate. And if somebody's in that position, that is the wrong time to try to be a vulture and try to be on top of it. This has been a long time has passed. Mm-hmm. She reached out to us. We didn't go reaching out to her. We did purchase some things. We are in business. We'll make a couple bucks. We just gave her the same or more than what she was asking for the vehicles in the first place. And everybody else was beating her up, taking her vehicles. One vehicle had been gone 10 days.
Just got it back.
She just got it back because she called and said, "Could you please pay me or bring my vehicle back?" And they brought it back dirty.
Didn't even wash it.
Like, the disrespect is 100,
And how would you feel someone did that to your grandma?
Yeah, your grandma, your mother, your stepmom, your sister, your aunt, any of that situation. It's just unfortunate.
It's ridiculous. There's no excuse. It's ridiculous.
So look out for your elders. Look out for people in that situation. And again, you know that y'all can call us. We're not going to take every one because there's several situations where the call comes in and, yes, I try to go make money and buy some vehicles. I'm not getting involved in it. We're just not going to do it. It's just not how we operate and how we do business. But this was helping out. It was also getting us some inventory. It got them something to do here on this rainy day where it was a little slow, so we were able to do it. But at the end of the day, we're thankful for the way it went down because we helped the lady out a little bit. Mm-hmm. She got some stuff around there that may have disappeared overnight. Who knows what could have happened. So please be cautious, be careful. And if anybody needs assistance or just a question about a situation like that, don't hesitate to reach out.
Mm-hmm.